Hello interwebs, I thought I would do a quick tutorial for you today, because I quite like doing tutorials, especially crafty ones, and I haven't got a chance to do them yet. So because I'm soon going to be starting up a new series on here, Nerdy Knits, I thought I'd just do a little one anyway, just to sort of get the ball rolling, because I felt like it. I made this little bad boy today. This is crocheted, double knit dark blue yarn. But what I'm doing a tutorial on is this. And I don't know if any of you remember a while ago, but in places like, now I don't know if you've got something like this in America or anywhere else if you're watching, not in the UK, but we have a shop called Claire's Accessories. And most of the time they just sell little sort of knick-knacky accessory things, mainly for sort of younger kids, between sort of the ages of like 10 and 16 really, I'd say. I stopped shopping at Claire's when I was 17. But one of the things I used to have, you know those wristband, sort of sports band warmers, or wrist warmers you used to have around your wrists if you're playing sports or whatnot? Well, they used to have a smaller version in like a ring form for your fingers. And I always absolutely loved those. I thought they were so cool. But I never got any. And today, I just thought, why don't I try making one? So I got this, and I quite like it. I think it's turned out really nicely as well. Sorry, I'm not like flipping you off here or anything. You can see there's not like a really obvious seam or anything either. So I thought I would show you. First off, what you're going to need is some double knit yarn, something roughly that thickness. You don't want it too thin, because then it's not going to be as quick as this, but then you don't want it like super chunky or else it's going to take up your whole finger. So what I'm using is this crochet hook. I think it's a 4mm, I'm not entirely sure because this one I actually got free in a magazine. But it's awesome and I use it all the time and it's really good. But yeah, no, I think here's my 6mm. So I think it's roughly about a 4, maybe a 4.5. Anyway, this is a super quick tutorial, so what you do is you make a slip knot with your wool, like so, and you stick it onto your crochet hook. Tighten it a little bit, but not too much. Now what you need to do is, I would recommend chaining 3 or 4. Basically all you do to chain is this. You just hook your yarn around the crochet needle and just pull it through like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this bit's sort of the most tricky bit that you're going to get into, but if you look at the pattern here, you can see they make these little V shapes. And the ones on the top here have 2 strands, and those on the bottom. What you do is you take your needle, and in the next available one, so not the one that you've just chained out of, but that one, you go in, so you've got the 2 strands on top, and the 1 on the bottom, while you still got it on the loop from before. Just loop it round once, pull it through, so you've got the 2 individual strands there, and you just hook it over again, and pull it through, and that's called a single crochet. And all you're going to do is you're going to go along the row, just doing it to all the others, so in the V with the 2 on top and the 1 on the bottom, hook and pull through. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, hook, pull through, hook, pull through. And the last one as well, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, hook, pull through 1, hook, pull through 2. So you've got something that looks like that. Now for the rest of this, you're literally going to do exactly the same. Once you finish a row, what you do is you chain 1, and then you turn it. So basically you've got your hook on this side, so obviously we just done it like that, so you just turn it around, So you've got your hook on this side and your work facing this way. And then all you do is exactly the same again. You hook it into the next available stitch with the 2 on top, and it's a lot easier now because you sort of already set those stitches. It's the exact same as you did before, but you can go a little bit quicker now. Just hook through the 2, hook, pull through 1, hook, pull through 2, and on the end as well, just make sure that you go in. It can be a little bit tricky, but you just got to have the 2 on the top, hook, pull through 1, hook, pull through 2, and then again, chain 1, flip it, go back in. So this one here, this one I did before was working on an initial chain of 3, and this one has 4. So it could be a little bit bigger, but this wool's just slightly more fine than the one. And I like this wool because it's got like, I think I'm not a massive fan of like just really plain coloured wool, unless it's like something like this, where I just think the colour of this is, it's just beautiful. I love it. So unless it's like an absolutely gorgeous colour that I can really work with, I quite like it to have something special. Like I wouldn't buy just like a plain white wool unless I needed it specifically for a project. Again, just keep going. And this you can look like, literally I completed this blue one here on my finger in a matter of moments. You don't really need any sewing experience either. Literally all you need to complete this little tutorial and make your own little finger warmer is wool. You don't even need like a full ball. This is something that would be the perfect way to get rid of a load of scraps. Because if you're like me, whenever you finish something, you know, you never want to do a project for the wool that you already have. If you're like me, you'll go out to your local yarn shop and you'll be like, oh, I need to get this so I can finish this that I've already started. And then you see something else completely beautiful and you're like, oh my god, I know the perfect project for that. And of course you buy that, so you've got all these different wools and you end up with little scraps from all of them. So this would be a really good way to sort of use up all those little bits that you've got left over. I mean, I'm just going to be making tons of these. I've got quite a few pen pals as well that I've got letters to send off to in the next couple of weeks. So I'm thinking of making them one of these each. Just a little something, you know, that I can pop in with it. And once it starts getting to about this size, that's when you need to start sort of checking for the fit. Now remember, we're going to join the 2 ends together by crocheting, so that gives you a little bit, it makes it a little bit bulky, but not so bulky that it's uncomfortable, so you just need to sort of keep that in mind when you're sort of measuring around your finger. Just remember to give it that little bit of extra give, because you're going to take up about 2 rows joining it together. So I'm just going to do 1 more row, then I'm going to check my sizing. And again, this is literally like all you need to learn, all you need to know about this is how to chain and single crochet. And it's just the simplest little project. So now what I'm going to do, just put it on my finger. That's enough excess there to crochet together. So now I'm going to show you how to seal it up. So basically, you need to chain your 1, turn it, and then pop it together like that. Now if you want, you can either fold your excess yarn back over so it gets kind of encapsulated as you do it, or you can just leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because I use it to close up. So basically, if I could show you in a better way I would, but you sort of put the 2 ends together and go through each sort of corresponding hole. So you've got this hole on that side and this hole on that side. And again, it's just hook, pull through 1, hook, pull through 2, and that's literally all you need to do to close this up. You don't even really need to be that precise with this, so long as you stick your crochet hook through and it manages to close it up. This is really a good, well, I don't know, it's not, maybe it might not be the best way of closing crochet projects, but it works for me. And then all you do is you just snip it off, about that much, and just pull your hook through. Now the way I close it up, as you can see now, you've got these two little bits. So instead of making a massive bulky knot, I literally just tie those two together. One more for good measure. And then just snip it off, not like super close to the knot, but leaving a little bit of leeway, but enough so that it's easily hidden. Then all you do is just turn it inside out and boom. There you go. Got a little finger warmer. I think in retrospect this one might be a little bit too loose for my liking, but I like having that sort of wiggle room. And again, if you look, there's not really, like, that there is the seam. And it's not the same with this one here, that's where the seam is on that one. And it's not super obvious, it's sort of a nice, so you could even wear it around that way and look, you can't tell that it's like seamed up or anything like that. So there you go, that was my first sort of crochet crafty wool tutorial. I hope you guys like it. If there's anything else you'd like me to do a tutorial on, like my headbands that I make or my hats that I knit, stuff like that, just let me know in the comment bar below. I'm going to give you a quick sort of sneak peek of what's coming up in the first episode of Nerdy Knits, but it's only going to be a quick flash. So yeah, guess which superhero that's inspired by. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Thumbs up and a like would also be appreciated. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.